Mark your calendars, folks, because I'm going to say something you thought you'd never hear. Spider-Man got it right. Apologizing? Hell no. You see, I have it on good authority that he is a regular listener of this program. And now, it makes a lot of sense. He heard what I said. He internalized it. And he learned. Improved himself. And against all odds, he did the right thing. So Spider-Man, you're welcome. However, don't think I'm going to go easy on Spider-Man from here on out. I'll be watching, keeping him honest. Spider-Man, since I know you're listening, imagine my eyes on you everywhere you go. I mean, not like the shower, that would be weird. Or the bathroom. Or let's go to commercial.
So, we installed energy-saving LED billboards all around this area. This station monitors how they're performing. I'm just hoping it saves enough money that Oscorp keeps this program going.
Typical. Oscorp ignored the specs and jacked up the voltage going into the billboards. If I don't fix it, they'll explode. People could get hurt. And it would definitely be the end of this station. I need to use my electric webs to shock the screens into shutting down. And I don't have long to do it. Explosions would make these ads more interesting. Gotta hit each screen individually. Maybe someday there'll be a billboard of me. That doesn't say menace on it. Someone should really bring back sign painting. Phew. Now that the threat's passed, they can adjust the billboards properly. And they did save a lot of money, which seems to be Oscorp's priority, so I bet this station's in the clear. Nice weather, huh?
Best vacation ever.
You're kind That's right, it's me.
I got him.
It's him! Get a picture! Please, don't ask me to do the hand thing.
The whole party is villain. I already know 3 guys going as Mr. Negative.
All units, we are getting reports of a bus being taken hostage. Additional officers needed in Times Square. Over.
We demand the release of the brothers you imprisoned for City Hall! Our brothers are guilty only of fighting for a new and better world! You have no right to hold us! We do not recognize your corrupt laws! Until our brothers are released, none of you will be safe! If you do not meet our demands,
Really wish these guys weren't so hostage happy.
That was incredible. Thank you so much.
I'm hearing a lot of praise for Spider-Man lately, and I'm not saying it's entirely unwarranted. He did listen to me after all, and did the right thing in the end. But dial it back, will ya? I can tell it's going to his head. Look at it. The wisecrack, the grandstanding, swinging around the city like he owns it. This is not his city, it's mine! I mean ours!
This is Naval Control, requesting an update on our status in Cathedral. Control, check to it under assault. The demon.
Parking space, it would be so New York.
Look out! We need more agents.
Sable's as much of a threat as the demons these days.
All units, report of a break-in. Officers needed near Turtle Bay.
Looks like we've got some doorbusters. And it's not even Black Friday.
Oh no! Spider-Man!
Man, Fisk goes away and suddenly it's amateur hour.
How are we supposed to beat that? Better start spraying! Okay, get it the ground back here!
Pro tip, if you're not good at breaking or entering, maybe don't pull a B&E.
Okay, Pete. This lab has feeders to lure in birds and analyze their droppings. Yeah, that's right. I got an MBA to test bird poop. Seriously though, you probably know that birds carry diseases that affect people, and we need to make sure they're healthy. You know, I really wish I was there to hear your finest toilet humor on this one.
Uh-oh. The pigeons are infected with a serious strain of avian flu. And it's already mutated to a form that can spread to humans. Okay, Harry's lab had everything I needed to make a vaccine. Gotta spread it fast, or the pigeons will be like rats with the bubonic plague. My best bet's dispersing it at 3 major migration points. Luckily, the station told me where they are. First migration point's in a park. Birds there should spread the vaccine to their buddies. Pigeons put up with me swinging through their territory, so I owe them a favor. I bet the Avengers never have bird poop missions. Here we go. The vaccine's airborne, so I'll just spray it into the trees. Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. The spray won't bother people or other animals, but it'll cure the pigeons. Or trigger the zombie pigeon apocalypse. There's 1 more left. I wonder what Jameson will make of this. Spider-Man spreads chemtrails. I like helping animals. They don't call me a menace or shoot at me or anything. I wonder if it'd be stretching things if I added veterinarian to my resume. Okay, that should work fast. I'd better scan some pigeons to make sure. That did it. No zombie pigeons. Huh. Nikola Tesla fed pigeons here. So did Harry's mom. I remember her bringing us. Wish I could tell Harry, but he's not answering calls, texts, anything.
Pursuit in progress. Backup requested. Officers in Murray Hill, stand by for further instruction.
One thing even my detractors have to say about...
This freaking guy!
Curbside service.
You got a gun? Take him out!
Reinforcements. I guess this is what they call organized crime. Gotta give that wheelman props. Manhattan rush hour is no joke.
Hey, pal. This station tests particulate matter in the air. Now, you'd probably have some science jargony way to say this, but basically, too much is not good.
Readings are troubling but inconsistent. The only way I'll figure out what's going on is to test nearby emissions. But I've got other problems. The sampler's detecting toxic particles. Better check it out. That steam vent's a good place to start. There's something in here that doesn't belong. Let's analyze it. Mercury. Bonded with... something else. I can't tell what. This obviously isn't confined to one building. A lot of people are at risk. Let's see what a sample from this can tell me. Nitric acid in there too, but also something else. I'm on the right track. Just need to keep following the trail. This is more widespread than I thought. The whole neighborhood's in danger from this. Phew, that stinks to high heaven. Time to find out what's in it. Ethanol. Why is this sounding so familiar? Mercury with nitrogen and ethanol. Gotta get back on the trail. When this is over, I'll alert the health department so they can check on the local residents. I think I found the problem. Caustic chemicals are leaking out of those barrels and into the plumbing. Need to clean up the site fast. Huh. The calcium and silicon in concrete makes it an ideal absorption material. Looks like I'll have to make a mess to fix this mess. One down. Nice, it's working. Breathing this stuff in, it's not good. Got it. That's it. Sealing the grate with webbing should stop any residual drainage. That could have been way worse. Harry's research station just proved why it needs to stay open.
You know, looking at the dark days just behind us, most of the people involved have faced consequences. Otto Octavius is in prison. Mayor Osborn resigned in disgrace. Escapees from Rikers continue to be rounded up. The remaining demons and Wilson Fisk's men are fighting over scraps. But funny how Spider-Man has faced no repercussions. Well, sure, you might say he saved us. But should saving all our lives really give him a mulligan on his long history of reckless behavior? Tune in after this message for my answer. Spoiler, no!
Okay, so this station collects overflow data from all the others. Yeah, God forbid we waste Oscorp's server space. Anyway, do me a favor and make sure it's running smoothly, or everything these stations do is for nothing.
This isn't nearly enough server space. It's close to overloading. That'll trigger a purge, and everything Harry has will be lost. I can't let that happen. Wait. ESU has a backup server near here they never use. That can handle the excess data. But I'll need to realign the transmission dishes to make a link from here to there, fast. The active receiver's easy to find. Okay, now to find another link in the array. Got it. Just have to keep doing that. What's taking up all that space on Harry's servers? Looked like DNA sequencing, but that seems beyond the scope of the research stations. Focus, Pete. It won't matter what's on the server if it all gets erased. Getting close. Should be in view of the ESU server now. Got it. Now I can initiate the data transfer if I hurry. Good. Looks good. Let's see. Good. Too many millivolts. Good. Let's see. Looks good. It's working! Everything's stored successfully. Should be fine until I have Norman assign Harry some more server space. And he'll be glad to when he sees what the stations have been doing.
Okay, be careful in here, Pete. This station analyzes hazardous chemicals, basically trying to figure out how to counteract them if they ever got out into the world, which hopefully they never will.
Oh no. Someone broke in and stole a volatile rocket propellant. And they must have cracked the container because it's leaking. From the timestamp on the security cameras, it just happened. I need to get it back. My spider bots are still just prototypes. This is a good time to test one. Its sensors can follow the chemical trail. Better than me swinging up on the thief. If he freaks out and drops the hydrazine, he'll blow up half a block. Gotta find a quiet place to deploy the spider bot, where I can hang out and guide it. Okay, little guy. Let's find where the chemical dripped and vacuum it up before it makes someone sick. Not only is Mini-Me cleaning up the spills, it's leading me right to the thief. Thief's hiding in crowds. I'll disperse him with a subsonic blast. Won't hurt anyone, but it's super annoying. Lucky this stuff's only dangerous over a long exposure. Or if it combusts. Maybe... maybe not. End of the trail. He's running. Gotta wrap him up with a web burst. Got it. Now to get the fuel back.
Spidey! I can't believe you saved New York from that lunatic with those robo-arms! You're the best!
Like your shoes.
Yeah, we got friends.
Got it. Now I just need to return the fuel to the station. This little spider bot's useful. If I can ever find a way to make them cost-effective, they'd be a big help. Chemicals back where it belongs. I beefed up the station's security and sent Yuri the camera footage to convict the thief. Not a bad day's work. This is one station that was already earning its keep. It should be safe from being shut down, especially now that the chemicals are locked away. Rocket backpacks? Those seem dangerous. Hey guys! Those...
Bring him down!
Almost flattered Sable sending her best guys after me. Almost.
advised, escaped convicts and stolen vehicles are causing a major disturbance. Backup needed in the meatpacking district. Over.
I gotta shut this convoy down. Spoiler! This joyride ends right back at Rikers! I think this is proof they weren't ready for civilian life. Hi! I'm your parole officer! You're doing it wrong!
Time to ice this loser!
Cops have never been my besties, but I hate seeing them under attack like...
Some people have accused me of being negative, only criticizing, not offering solutions when it comes to Spider-Man. Here's my solution, and it's very simple. Unmask. Wear a badge. Then you can catch all the crooks you want, and I'll sing your praises on this very show. And all that hogwash about how that would place his loved ones in danger? Come on. You can't convince me that guy has any loved ones.
This is Control. What's the situation in the meatpacking district?
Traffic control established. Checking all suspicious persons.
Nope. That is not how you treat people in my friendly neighborhood. Someone who can fight back.
Priority target contact. Defined. Weapons free. Bring it down.
Always knew these Sable guys were gonna be bad news.
Stay to my death.
This is one of Mom's earliest projects. We were trying to develop a bacteria that would dissolve all the plastic in the oceans. But well, she ran out of time. Look, if you have any ideas, it would really mean a lot.
With some genetic tweaking, I might be able to crack it. But I need a better equipped lab. And the bacteria only lives in liquid environments. Wait, my web fluid. I can keep the bacteria alive in my web cartridge. ESU should have the chemicals I need to increase its power. Oh man, the bacteria dissolved my web. It's in the cartridge for the webs I swing from. The other kind should be okay. Now I have to get to ESU without swinging from anything. Whew, the zipline webs seem fine. Well, I'm getting a heck of a workout. Gotta hustle. I don't know how long this bacteria stays viable. This is good practice for if my web shooters ever malfunction. You'd think these people never saw a guy jogging on walls. Okay. By law, they have to dispose of their chemicals in these containers. Should be some stuff I can use. All set. Now I have to get to Dr. Octavius's lab to combine everything. I'll just take the subway, but the bacteria won't survive that long. Okay, now I just need to grab the bonding agent. And now the industrial centrifuge that'll get the bacteria out of my web fluid so I can store it properly. Just need to isolate the bacteria. Beautiful. I think I improved the bacteria, but I can only tell for sure back at Harry's research station. Should have my web swinging back. Let's see. That's what I'm talking about. Oh, sweet web swinging. I'll never take you for granted again. I hope this works. I remember when Harry's mom started the project. It meant so much to them both. Where there's a web, there's a way. There's the testing receptacle, full of plastic. Let's see what happens. It's working. Not as fast as I'd hoped, but better than before. Probably needs further testing. Didn't get all the plastic, but it's a big step forward. Enough for Oscorp to keep working on it. They'd win the Nobel Prize. And it wouldn't hurt their stock price either.
Spider-Man sighted, please advise. Deploy heavy ordnance.
Fire, open fire! I can't shake him!
Wash the windows?
APC charge detected. Bring him down!
Oh, how festive! More Sablings!
Get him to the ground! Tango is active!
After much listener demand, today I am finally going to answer the question I have posed for many years. Spider-Man, threat or menace? Yes, that's right. It's time. I'm taking a position. And that position is... he's both. Sometimes he's a threatening menace, and sometimes he's a menacing threat. But come on, how can you menace someone without also being a threat? And vice versa. And for those grammar Nazis among you who say I'm being redundant, it's called art. I'm a wordsmith. It's a rhetorical device. And if you don't like it, I'll tell you where you can shove that device. Okay, my intern is telling me it's time for my pills. We will be right back.
Escape prisoners have seized control of a civilian bus. Need officers on scene in the financial district.
You're telling me to be calm? Is that a demand?
What? No!
Those inmates have nothing to lose. I need to save those people fast.
Let's get it straight, pal. I make the demands here, not you.
I know. I'm sorry.
And I can be as...
Okay, I'll get you off the island. Right back into Rikers.
Someone get us down here!
Hey, Pete. This station's one of my pet projects. I always thought the cellular network was vulnerable to terrorist attacks, so I set this up to monitor it. Can you do me a favor? Look for anything suspicious.
Uh-oh. It's not terrorists, but there's a glitch in the system that's causing interference. And if I don't fix it, it'll bring the whole network down. Right now, it's only affecting the most sensitive equipment, like mine. I need to stay outside the areas of interference while I fix the cell towers. There. I set my lenses to show me the danger zones. Gotta fix the cell towers before the whole city's comms go down. The size of the problem area fluctuates. I need to be ready for a sudden change. One down, but I'll need to fix 3 more to solve the problem. Then I can use those helicopters to swing. So much depends on cellular networks now. A crash would affect police, hospitals. It'd be as bad as a blackout. Gotta hurry. Soon the whole system's gonna go. Got it. The job's only halfway done. Oh man, I wish there was a way to fix this for everyone except people who use their phones in movie theaters. The problem's getting worse. I'm running out of time. Got that one fixed. Bought me some time, but I can't slow down. Can't waste a second. It could be a tight squeeze. Okay, let's not do that again. Bam! Now New Yorkers can share their domestic disputes on the subway again. And emergency services are safe, which is, also important. If the network had crashed, it would have cost Oscorp a bundle to fix their comms. They'll want to keep this station up and running. Harry's project should be safe.
Folks, I have received unsettling reports of Spider-Man in our public parks, where children play, apparently stalking pigeons. Yes, wild pigeons. You may wonder if he's gone insane, a perfectly valid question, but have you heard of the Goliath bird-eating spider? I'll spare you the gory details, but it's a spider big enough to devour birds. Now, Spider-Man sticks to walls like a spider, he jumps like a spider. What else does he do like a spider?
What the hell? Nap time. Yuri, I ran across some Rikers inmates. They've built a fort. Way better than the ones I used to make out of sofa pillows.
I just had a patrol car call. They tried to step in, but there were too many.
And we don't have the manpower for reinforcements.
Lucky for you, you've got Spider-Man power. Not bad, huh? I should have gone into advertising. Okay, sure. I don't need sleep. More inmates! I'm starting to feel weird being the only one not wearing orange.
Don't let him get behind you!
Spider-Man, I've spoken to people on the block who say the escapees tried to break into their buildings.
Fits with what I heard. They want to take one over.
They'll be a lot easier to deal with on the street, without hostages.
I'm working on it. Talk to you soon.
Stay still! Don't lose him!
Sorry, no entry during the performance.
I'll kill you! I'm gonna crack your skull! Throwing a grenade! That's a freaking acrobat!
Okay, you guys are really late. I'm afraid there'll be a no-show fee. The siege of Manhattan Fortress is over, milady.
Thanks. I'll send some buses to take those guys back to their cells. And please don't call me milady ever again. Good news. A Rikers escapee we picked up says they've stopped establishing bases.
What brought that on?
You. They decided the bases make them too easy to find. They've gone back on the run. Smaller groups.
Picking them off a few at a time takes longer, but it's safer. Especially for New York.
Exactly. Nice going.
So, numerous witnesses saw Spider-Man swinging through Times Square like the glory hound he is, firing webs at electronic billboards and causing them to reboot. Granted, those billboards are an eyesore. In my day, sign painting was an art. But the more pressing question is, what was he up to? I have a theory. He is infecting these billboards with a virus so that they will subliminally hypnotize pedestrians. Hypnotize them into what? Into liking Spider-Man! And he's been doing it for years! This is the only plausible explanation for how many fans this menace seems to have!
Police van is under assault. Officers needed south of Houston.
Is it still a prison break if they're not even in prison yet? I'm starting to think you guys don't like Rikers much.
Get back down here! Just need a clear shot! You look soft! Stay on your feet, you ingrate!
We're gonna need a bigger transport van.
Prevention agents in Hudson Sound. Command wants an update. Control, we've located the fugitive and are in pursuit.
If I stop the convicts first, the Sable guys will shoot at me. If I stop Sable first, the convicts might get away. Sound like an easy choice?
Prisoners are down. Engaging priority target.
Echo Charlie, engage! Moving on target! You can beat us all!
"'Twas a merry chase, lads, but alas, 'tis finished."
All units, civilians are trapped in their vehicles following a severe accident. Officers needed in Tenderloin. Please copy.
Remember when Spider-Man had a sidekick? The Black Cat, a curvaceous young lady in leather. Not the kind you'd bring home to mother. Then, it turned out she was a thief! Big shock, right? Well, I hear she's back. And let me make a prediction. Spider-Man's... Is it because he's naive? A thief himself? Or is he just thinking with his web shooters? Spider-Man, I know you're listening, so let me issue a warning now. As the old saying goes, lie down with cats, get up with fleas. What's that? My intern is yammering in my ear again. It's dogs? I thought it was cats. It doesn't matter. The metaphor still applies. Dogs, cats. Go away, Jared.
Sleep it off.
I'm not! We got company! Get over here!
Someone's trapped in that car. I've got you. Stay calm. Thugs who caused the wreck are down, but people are still trapped.
I'm gonna tell everybody.
Sweet.
Sir.
Almost got it. That's everyone. Glad I was here to help.
called in a mugging. Incident is ongoing near 2 bridges.
Muggers never take a day off.
Hand over your tips. Cry me a river, coffee boy. How about shut the hell up? Hand it over. All you got.
Help! Police! Oh, it is on. And no more muggers. Ah, I love a happy ending.
Thanks. You're all we got left, Spider-Man.
Drug deals and criminals. They go together like cookies and milk.
Well, no. Yeah. He's the kind of guy you gotta make an impression on. Figure this should,
Didn't even see that coming.
You guys said the bug was on vacation!
Oh, come on, fellas. You can't keep ducking income tax like this.
Come, move it! This is not how we planned it!
I'm losing him. Gotta catch up. Just drop me off at the jail. No reason. Yeah. Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal.
I met the guy in tomorrow.
Attention units, an emergency relief station is reporting they're being raided. Officers
That's a
needed in
keeper.
Hudson Town.
Fairly grim.
Friends, today we have a caller who's been a victim of what people call the corruption that infects otherwise law-abiding citizens, causing them to go on violent rampages. Police assure me these corrupted are not responsible for their actions, so I am not divulging my guest's name. Tell us, caller, what was it like?
Surreal. Like I was in a nightmare world, surrounded by monsters. And every dark impulse I ever had, anger, fear, hate, was ramped up and turned loose.
Terrifying. And I understand that while you were in the grip of this madness, Spider-Man beat you up.
Well, he stopped me hurting people.
By beating you up?
I mean, he used as little force as possible.
That sounds like a yes. There you have it, people. Spider-Man beats up the mentally ill.
I'll kill you! Got an intruder! It's the spider! Come on, charge him! Here comes the pain! Where that came from? What the? Don't let him get behind you! Stay on your feet, you ain't great! You'll pay for that!
Well, clearly Silver Sable buys these guys in bulk.
Just need a clear shot! Incoming! Look out! Get him!
If these escape cons were smarter, I'd be worried. Okay, I'm a little worried.
Attention unit, we have a possible kidnapping. Location is south of Houston.
Busting down doors for my...
Be advised, escape prisoners have started a riot. Location is south of Houston.
You'd think after escaping prison, they'd keep a low profile.
Hey, Jimmy.
Let me take a wild guess. You were in for arson?
Show me what you got! How you like this?
some way to get things under control. I guess these guys aren't trading baseball cards.
Guys are nice till next week. Kingpin always finds out. You're dealing
Spider-Man! Cover the problem!
Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma. Especially back alley Big Pharma.
We gotta keep him on the ground! We're done! Going right through us! I can't hit him in the air! Not how I thought that was gonna go! This is gonna hurt you!
Fisk did keep these wannabe pushers in check. Wait, what's that feeling? Do I miss him?
Ground teams, this is Control. What's the status in Tribeca?
Armored Patrol reporting in. No sign of the target. APC turret disabled. What's the
Oh, how festive! More Sable agents!
Now, some people falsely say I make up stories about Spider-Man. And this will not help my case because it sounds outlandish, but I have personally seen listener-recorded video of Spider-Man snatching pigeons. Pigeon napping. Why? What possible purpose could there be for such aberrant behavior? I've thought about it long and hard, and I think I figured it out. He's eating them. We've always assumed Spider-Man is a man with the attributes of a spider. But what if it's the reverse? What if somehow a spider gained the powers of a man, and he's stalking his prey? Somewhere there's a giant web with these poor pigeons stuck in it, waiting to be... And will it stop at pigeons? Will we be next? I promise you this. I will not rest until I have the answers.
.207, kidnapping reported. Location is south of Houston.
I'll set my earpiece to focus on muffled voices. Gotta be one of these cars. Easy, I've got you. That was terrifying. Thank you.
Those are the guys! Get them!
Over here.
Nice. This ain't your business, Spider-Man! I can't reach you! Real fight! Right here! You're going down!
And thus concludes our sordid tale of kidnappers and their inevitable downfall.
Hey, strike a pose!
Competition, look out.
Hey, yeah!
hundreds of escaped psychos in town. Some who can fly, and they send the jetpack guys after me? The sad thing is, the state the city's in, I could use these.
Attention all units, active robbery of an armored vehicle. Officers needed south of Houston.
Demons robbing an armored car. These guys are looking for long-term financing. Gentlemen, that is not how an ATM works. That's not even an ATM. Why do the demons need that much cash?
Ground teams, this is Control. What's the status in Tribeca?
Armored patrol reporting in. No sign of the target. Weapon system down.
arrest him! More Sable agents! They've crossed the line. I'm gonna cross it back. Sweet dreams. Come on! Demons and escaped prisoners on the loose, and you're arresting protesters?
Longtime caller Officer Andrews is back with us. As always, thank you for your service to our fair city, officer. What's new?
Mr. Jameson, you know I'm a fan, but I just saw Spider-Man in action. I worked with him to stop Wilson's businessmen from stealing back their hard drive. And he's a stand-up guy.
Now wait a second, my friend. I'm not questioning your word. I'm sure what you said happened. But have you considered it was in Spider-Man's interest to help you?
How so?
He obviously had a long-standing feud with Fisk and wants him put away. That doesn't make him Mother Teresa. It just means he had a grudge.
Look, I hear you. But why can't we give him the benefit of the doubt?
Why? Because he hides behind that mask. You train. You stand up with your badge and name tag on, and you do your job every day. He runs and hides. If you cause the kind of damage he does, what would happen?
I'd be doing paperwork until the day I retire. And probably riding a desk, too.
And why, my dear friend, should you have to follow these rules, and not him?
You know, that's a damn good point.
I knew you'd come around.
This station's simple, but really important. It measures toxins in the air, way more sensitive than anything the city has. Bad air hits children and the elderly first. This was a big one for my mom.
If his data is accurate, there's way too much sulfur dioxide in the air. I have a spidey hunch this is caused by inefficient engine exhaust. If I get some fresh samples, I can identify the make and model and report them. Okay, got that one. This can't be good for me. Nice. Just need a few more samples. Oh, that one smelled. Just a couple more. Got it. That's it. Okay. Looks like we have 3 guilty parties. I'll need to get pictures of them for proof. Taking pictures. Just like the old Bugle days. Life was so much simpler back then. One down.
Over here!
That's a keeper. And the hat trick. All set. That'll get a recall ordered, courtesy of your Earth-friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Attention all units. Escaped prisoners have hijacked a transit bus. Available officers, please proceed to Koreatown.
Better move. Once they figure out there's no way they're getting off the island, who knows what they'll do. Okay, I'll get you off the island. And right back into Rikers.
Hey, Pete. So this station monitors water pressure down to the individual building. Structures above 4 stories use water towers to augment the city's system. The idea is to identify problems before they spread. You know?
Whoa. The pressure in this building's all over the map. I need to find out why. The water towers connect to the city's system at the 4-story mark. I'll scan the pipes, try to see where this starts. Pipes are fine up here. Whatever's causing this, it's lower. Here's the problem. Valve's at the wrong setting. Easy enough to fix. That shouldn't have happened. I better seal these fast before Jameson pins it on me. Got it. Huh, even better than duct tape. Just call me the amazing spider plumber. Et voila! Just in time. Nailed it. All fixed. Got it. Last one. But those won't hold long. Pressure shouldn't be that high. Unless the drainage is blocked. I'll check the outlet pipe. The outlet pipe's down by the waterfront. I'll go see if anything's blocking it. Now I ask, how many other heroes fight crime and fix your shower? And now Oscorp can't deny Harry's station stopped a public utility meltdown. Nasty car wreck down there. People might be hurt. Carl crushed that pedestrian if I don't do something. Hold on! I've got you! Trapped under that.
Hey, Spider-Man! There's a bunch of guys tried to rob a store. The driver must have been hopped up. Caused the whole wreck.
Need to find the people who caused this. They've still got to be nearby. gotta catch up.
I hate to tell you this, guys, but I see a lot of driver's ed in your future.
Another low-information Spider fanboy tried to troll me, as the young people say, by claiming Spider-Man was providing a public service plugging leaks in water towers. Let me tell you why this itsy-bitsy-brain spider was climbing this particular water spout, people. Because he tampered with the water pressure system. He was seen earlier messing with a valve that only qualified workers are supposed to use. Wake up, America! Spider-Man creates the problems he then solves, then expects you to reward him with your adoration. The sad thing is, all too many do. Fortunately, you know better. Thanks to me.
Attention units. Fugitives are raiding emergency food supplies. Officers needed in the East Village.
There are sick people counting on that food to survive.
Welcome to New York, Hunter. 24/7 stress factory. Now shut up! Sure hope Spider-Man didn't shoot. You want the food? Well, try and take it, Spider-Man!
Food fight! See? Because it's a fight over food!
Whatever that was, knock down!
Silver Sable buys these guys in bulk.
One shot!
You're clear! I'm going in!
Escaped Khan stealing food from the needy. Talk about eroding your faith in humanity.
You're benched, Spider-Man.
advised, we are receiving reports of a riot. Officers needed in Koreatown.
Gotta stop those inmates before they kill someone. Let me take a wild guess. You were in for arson? Get back down here! Show you what Here comes the pain! Never understood people whose idea of fun is setting buildings on fire.
Has anyone else heard reports of Spider-Man literally seeking out clouds of smog to swing through? Is this the behavior of a sane individual? I'll tell you what I think is going on here. When I was a lad, there was a problem with juvenile delinquents sniffing glue to get high. Knowing Spider-Man's weak moral character and thrill-seeking personality, I'd guess the same principle is at work here. But inhaling toxic substances also damages the brain, which actually explains a lot about Spider-Man. He's swinging through the city hopped up on smog.
An assault. I better step in. Is this the mosh pit? Great!
Lock it, Spider-Man!
I realize the irony in me saying this, but I hope you've learned not to hit people.
Stable Control, what's the situation in Koreatown? Armored Patrol is headed out. We'll report any sign of Spider-Man. Open fire! Open fire! Throw them off!
This is really flattering. But tell Silver Sable I only like him as a friend.
APC turret disabled. Switch to small arms.
Well, clearly Silver Sable fights these guys in both.
This is Sable Control. What's the situation inside Village?
Once again, a low-information member of Spider-Man's cult, fan club, wants to make him a saint. Sounds insane, but I always hear people out before passing judgment. Go ahead, caller.
Yes, well, Spider-Man has been all over this city, stopping crimes, large and small, helping people, doing good.
Wrong, wrong, wrong!
I thought you were gonna hear me out.
I've heard enough. Rational arguments are clearly lost on you, madam, but there may be hope for others out there, so let me go over it again. It is not helping when a vigilante leaps into the middle of a crime scene or emergency situation with no training, expertise, or public identity. What if he injures someone? Who holds him accountable? The answer, my friends, is me.
Sable Control, what's the status of our position in Touchtown? Checkpoint is active. Full battle rattle. Lethal force authorized.
Those Sable guys are way too rough. Maybe I should step in. Yeah, I'll step in. sorry? Forgot my ID. How about I prove who I am by kicking your butt?
Clear to engage.
Not giving Sable International a good review online. They've crossed the line. I'm gonna cross it back. We need to have a chat about your definition of security. I am definitely not giving Sable International a good review online.
in touchdown.
Roger, Control. This is APC Foxtrot. Outside of Spider-Man.
More guys? Man, Silver Sable must be at a lot of job fairs.
Friends, you know about the Spider-Man-related breakout at Rikers Island. Where are those escapees going now? To your neighborhood! Our next caller witnessed it personally. Please, tell us.
I was just coming back from the store when a swarm of guys in prison jumpsuits came out of nowhere. Like a pack of wolves. Robbing, beating, looting. Lucky for us, Spider-Man took them down.
Yes, well, you know how criminals are. Rival factions and all. He didn't want the competition.
Competition? Spider-Man didn't steal anything.
That you know of. Next caller!
Officers respond. Witness report of an active drug deal. Reported location is the Garment District. Over.
Gotta be honest, not a fan of Big Pharma, especially back alley Big Pharma. Nothing puts a pep in my step like halting an illegal drug deal. Probably better if I'm not here when the cops arrive.
1043. Escaped prisoners have seized a tour bus. Witness reported location as the yards.
Those inmates have nothing to lose. I need to save those people fast.
We want off of this damn island! Get us a boat or a bus or a chopper! Something! We don't want to hurt them!
Guys, we can talk this out! Or fight! We can totally fight! Convicts would use their freedom for something non-destructive, like knitting or canasta. Love canasta.
Wait till Mom sees this.
I've got a couple stations measuring air pollution. The idea is to catch the, contaminants before they reach toxic levels. Between you and me, I think Oscorp wants this to fail because it might show they're polluting.
The amount of polycyclic hydrocarbons in the air is way too high. And rising. If it keeps getting worse, people could die. The particles are concentrating in trouble spots, like mini clouds of smog. I'll swing through them and get samples, then trace them to the source. Nasty as they are, I gotta swing right through those clouds. For these clouds to be visible to the naked eye, the level of toxins must be up there. And gotcha! I'm getting some good stuff. Well, good samples of bad stuff anyway. Got it. Oh! Feels like I'm breathing from a tailpipe. I must be freaking these people out. What else is new? Huh. The toxin's coming from 2 types of cars, and a faulty smokestack. I better get photos. Great light on that one.
Perfect.
Turn this way.
Best smokestack picture I ever took. The Department of Environmental Protection will take it from here. Maybe I should make a green spider costume for Earth Day. Well, Harry Station just stopped the public health crisis. Oscorp's gonna have a hard time arguing it's not useful.
All units, civilians are trapped following a vehicle collision. Incident is active near Times Square. Proceed with caution.
Car wreck down there. Bad one. People could be injured. Snoring now. Got you! I've got you. Stay calm.
You're a man, Spider-Man.
That's everyone. Glad I was here to help.
Thanks. I thought it was over.
If I stop the convicts first, the Sable guys will shoot at me. And if I stop Sable first, the convicts might get away. Just once I'd like an easy choice.
Focus on priority targets. Incoming! Weapon system down. Stop resisting! Bring it incoming!
Chalk up one for the good guys.
Hey, Pete. This lab monitors the health of marine life, and we've got a bunch of medicine on site if you need it. But the effects these diseases have, they are not something any living creature should go through.
Looks like there's a bacterial infection in the fish. I better take care of it before the food supply's contaminated. Found an antibacterial spray in the lab that should heal the fish. I just need to spray it over the water. And fast, before people start getting sick. First step, get to the docks. I bet whatever's in those barrels caused the problem. Gotta get him out of the water. Just call me your friendly neighborhood garbage man. These barrels are smarter than some of the guys I usually fight. Now that it's clear, this is a perfect spot to spray. If I spread it evenly, the water currents will take it far and wide. Gotta cover a wide area. Right? The fish will spread it to other fish, which is good, because there's not much for me to swing from further out. Based on the water currents, there's another area I need to hit. More barrels. Definitely the source of the bacteria. I'll get rid of them. Great thing about barrels, they don't shoot at me. The downside is, I don't think these barrels appreciate my quips. All clear to spray. Come on, fishy fishies. This is good for you. This is why I never had an aquarium. I bet someone calls this into Jameson as Spider-Man, water polluter. Okay, time to find a spot to scan my finny friends and make sure they're cured. All clean. Well, by the standards of the docks. We stopped an outbreak before it started. It'll be tough for Oscorp to argue this station isn't pulling its weight.
I've expressed my concern with Sable International's heavy-handed tactics. Our next caller witnessed them firsthand. Tell us what happened.
A bunch of us were protesting Sable, standing up for our rights like you always say, and suddenly they just start beating on people and arresting us for no reason.
This is always the risk of giving anyone too much power. They abuse it. Be aware that if you stand up to them, there may be consequences. It's up to you whether that's a risk worth taking. For me, clearly it is.
The crazy thing was, Spider-Man set us free.
Yes, well that's what happens when the supposed authorities start breaking the law. Next to them, other lawbreakers don't seem so bad. Thanks for calling. We're out of time.
What can I say? Survival of the fittest, headache.
Guide! Portion control!
Blowing away. Not knocking it down. Wearing him down. No one will mess with us now.
All units, we're getting reports of snipers firing on police. Officers, please converge on Longacre.
Payback's a B, ain't it?
You're in timeout. Surprise! Someone needs a nap. That was like a crazy modern western. Lawmen pinned down in an urban canyon. Yippee-ki-yay, chalk up one for the good guys.
Calling any available units. We have reports of a bus being taken hostage. Location is in the vicinity of Devil's Shelf.
Come on, pal. Just calm down.
Hostage situation. Always tricky. Gotta make sure no one gets hurt. Hey, if you need friends this bad, I'll hang out with you.
City's turning into a playground for crazy people. Even more than it usually is, I mean.
Awesome, by the way. Move along, folks. Nothing to see here.
Nasty car wreck down there. People might be hurt.
Someone's trapped in that car. Thugs who caused the wreck are down, but people are... I've got you!
I've got you. Stay calm.
Everyone's safe. I should let fire and rescue do their jobs.
this is Control. Do you have an update at your position?
10-4, this is APC Sierra. We are commencing our patrol route.
Aw, is all that heavy ordnance for me? They're so sweet.
Open fire! Open fire!
Wash your windows?
Weapon system down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order any more Sable agents.
Update on the situation in Clinton.
A group of civilian agitators has been detained. Charges will be issued as needed.
They've crossed the line. I'm gonna cross it back. You're done. Hey, you do know you're the bad guys here, right? Any more Sable agents?
We need more men! Keep fighting! Grenade! Submit now!
Always knew these Sable guys were gonna be bad news. neighborhood just got a little less friendly. Maybe I can dismantle this outpost before they have a chance to call for backup.
Guys we're after. You got discharged from the army. How'd you get? Keep your heads on the swivel.
You're just not very observant.
Are those spotlights to attract my attention? Maybe make it less ambiguous. Oh, spider logo. Now we get to...
I'm going in. My authority is the mayor. You are under arrest. We need reinforcements. Bring him down.
One less stable observation post. Should make my day a little easier.
Agents, this is Control. What's the situation in Longacre? 10-4, this is APC Sierra. We are commencing our patrol route. Weapon free. Clear to engage. He's here! Listen! He's here!
Excuse me, is this the Crosstown Express?
Weapon system down. Target is hostile. Bring him down!
More Sable guys. Looks like my webs bring all the boys to the yard. Strong-arming civilians is not gonna fly in my town.
You think you're in a movie? Shut up before I gag you. To keep the city safe. Now shut up! Status.
definition of security. Sable International? Rounding up protesters. What's happening to this city?